Inaya? Okay, Inaya. All right. Well, okay. I just like shout out. Okay. Just just need to. All right. Wait. Hmm. All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the live stream. Today is 9th of December 2025, and we're just like going live. So, voice test 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Walaikum salam. Can you guys hear me clearly? Sound check 1 2 3. Okay, all good. So, let's just like get started. What's just like going on the cold? Uh, okay, so I think so. Right now, we're just like doing some kind of consolidation. Look at this one, but just like jump from daily time frame to lower time frame to see more better picture. So if we can just like remove these all things first. Okay, so we're just like having a resistance here on the daily time frame, and we're just like pushing to the downside. We are having this rejection on the left hand side as well, and I just like need to look at smaller time frame. What's just like going on there actually. So from jumping from daily to H4 just like wow, this H4 just like closed below the previous H4, if I can see this one. But this can just like come down, rejecting from this area. Like we are having like a lot of rejection here, so we just like need a lot of volume to go through this old rejection. But I think so. If we just like going to break below this low, this is another support area we are having on the left hand side, but still we just like need some kind of a what we just like need some kind of resistance here on H4, and just like need to look at this long rejection wick what's just like going on the lower time frame. So from H4 to H1 we just like wow, the H1 just like close in a very strong bullish candle and just like having a like a long rejection to the downside, but this kind of just like broke above the high. Now it's just like broke below the low. Just like need to jump from H1 to M30 to see more better picture. So if we just like look at 30-minute time frame, you will see the candle just like close with the same size of the previous candle. So it's a high probability we just like gonna do some kind of consolidation here. So if we just like continuously doing some kind of consolidation, so there's a probability After the breakout structure, we just like gonna go towards that direction. You know what? Looking at the 50-minute time frame, this kind of just like close with a strong bearish candle body below these all rejections. Looking at 30-minute time frame, it's just like close beside the same candle. Looking at H1, H1 still open but breaking is low. Looking at the higher time frame, the H4 candle, it's just like close below the support area. Hmm. So let's see. So let's see. I'm just like having like this resistance here on the left hand side on a 30-minute time frame as well, and we are having this support. Actually, I'm just like going to look at actually just for the 30-minute time frame, because below this wick you can see it's still we are having like a 60 to 50 pip range here. Yeah, if we're just like going to break below this low, if there's just like there's a volume going to be coming, so still we are having like a 50 pip range. So man, it's complicated. Should I need to avoid the 15-minute time frame because there's like a lot of rejection on the left hand side, lot of rejection on the left hand. It's like a very tricky price action right now I'm having with me. You know what? I can make it simple. I can make it simple. How? If I just like jump from 30-minute to 50-minute and bring my like a support somewhere here. So it's just like become now simple, because if we just like break above this high, we could continuously pushing to the upside, and if we just like going to break below this low, there's a possibility we will continuously pushing to the downside. So this makes sense, I think so, yeah. But you know what is just like forcing me to execute on sell if this candle just like going to break below this both wicks. Let's see. Let's see. I just like need to look at 30-minute and 50-minute combinations actually, because all time frame. Look at this H4. Started with the H4. It's right now just like the previous H4 just like close in a bearish form. Looking at H1, H1 just like break above the previous H1 high, but now just like broke the low of the broke its own low actually in a bearish form. 30-minute just like close in a bearish form. Just 15 minutes also actually 50 minutes just like close with a bearish form and healthier than the previous three candles. So almost all time frame just like giving me bias for the cells actually. So that I think so make more sense. For buys only make sense if I just like go to a candle which just like going to close above the resistance area, and then with the opening of London session, this makes sense to continuously pushing to the upside. Then it makes sense. Yes. So just like waiting here right now actually. I'm just like waiting. I'm just like gonna take sell here. Stop loss could be like a 40 pip. Wow, stop loss just like still is just like a bigger stop loss. So let's just like jump from analysis. We just like got a plan here now. It's clear each and everything in our minds. Let's just like jump towards the messages. Okay, so caught this earlier pre-London, pre-London. Let me just look at this one. Wow, someone just like took a sell from 41.81 still holding. Why you just like going to share with me 1 minute time frame, bro? We just like never work with a 1 minute time frame. Send me the chart of about like a 30-minute or a 50-minute. We just like never look at 1 minute. Mr. Zoom user, are you really in the Market Valley University? What's your name? Change your name. Come with your real name actually. Too much light on your face. Okay. Too much light on your face. Really? What could I do? I don't know. Should I just like slow the brightness? Oh, wow. Man, what is this happening? Just is it okay now? I think so. It makes sense. Oof, it's just like make me blind. All right. So 1 hour impulse sell. 1 hour impulse sell where? No, there's no 1 hour sell. Wait for the candle to be closed. Hello guys. Good morning. Mir Mackenzie shipkeeping. What is this, man? Didn't expect this type of volume this far in the summer. Okay, so yeah, I just like told you there will be some few days when market will just like give you volume even during the December. But again, suppose that there's one daily candle which just like showing a very strong volume in it, and another day might be just like drop. And also don't forget that we just like heading towards FOMC. So tomorrow later we are having FOMC, so might be market will do some kind of volatility, or might be already just like going to be priced in for the FOMC, and then FOMC will decide where the direction should be go. Okay, so Mr. John, just like send me the chart. What is this about? Okay. So my trade, my M31 are closed, bullish in a support area. Next candle created a lower. You know what? It makes sense. But you know what? You just like need to understand one thing. If you just like really wanted to execute it a buy, I also took this buy on my another account to be honest. Let me just like tell you. If you just like really wanted to take a buy, why not to execute somewhere here when market just like rejected with a long rejection wick, close with a small bearish candle, and candle just like do not have a upper wick. There is no business of this candle to break above this candle high. If it's just like going to break above this high, if you just like having a bias for the buys, so this market just like went in your favor like more than 35 40 pips. I just like grab almost like 27 6 26 pips, something like that, with a 2.5 floor or something. So I just like close everything here. First I just like close 20 pips at some at I think somewhere here, yeah, at a 20 pips, something like that. And then I just like realized that market just like quickly drop the volume and not pushing upside. So I just like close my another position completely somewhere here. So you, if you just like really wanted to execute a buy, it also makes sense that you were just like waiting for the candle to for the closure next candle create a weak break above the high. Higher probability should be continuously pushing upside. This is also such a higher probability. You just like did a great job, but but if you just like look at more better entry, this was the more better entry. Market just like drop the volume, candle size just like become smaller, because look at this one, candle just like getting bigger, and then this candle just like rejected with a long rejection, we close with a small body. So the probability, if it's just like going to break above this high, you can grab some chunks, bring your stop loss from here to here, and if you just like come down and hit your break even, you're just like not gonna lose anything. Yes. सर आपके फेस की चमक ओके, आंखों में तो नहीं पड़ रही कहीं. Easiest is close above. Very nice range to buy into. Yeah, but it's a probability. We are as a retail trader, we work is just with the probability. But still, I would say if it's just like going to print the same structure, definitely I will also going to take a buy. But it makes sense. Really nice one. But I hope you just like manage the risk here. That's great. Because this candle should not be retraced more than 50% of the previous candle. If it's just like continuously coming down, break up of the high and retracing more than 50%, this makes sense to close everything, and very beautiful risk management you have just like done there. Very nice. Okay, but there's always other ways. We just like need to journal our trades where we can execute in the best way, where we can manage the risk in the best way. So yeah. Okay, so since market was in a bearish trend, so I thought maybe wait for the confirmation candle to form there. What you told also makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, we just like need to read the candle, just like need to understand where the price will go in the next candle. If you just like can predict a one single 15-minute time frame candle, that will make you profitable to be honest. So YouTube, walaikum salam. I have a question regarding MFU. Is it necessary to that, or we can also learn from only YouTube? Yeah, it's something very like important to join MFU. I would say you just like going to be have like a lot of like educational content that are there as well. You are just like going to be get two live stream. You just like not going to be get any kind of lagging which you just like facing during the YouTube. Like YouTube will show you a little latency like text, and you just like going to be watch my stream, I think so 10-second late, something like that. So yeah, if you just like going to pay something, you just like going to be get reward about against that. So I have a question. Okay, I just like already answer. Candle close with long rejection wick and small bullish body. M30 support form executed buy as next candle broke previous H1 and M30 candle high. Does this trade make? I already explained this one. If you just like saw that chart, that was the trade I have just like explained there. Please change background color from black to gray. Unable to see anything in black background. So why you just like sitting here if you cannot see something? Use some glasses. What the hell is this? Why you just like giving me information to or ordering me to change my background color. I like this one. You don't like it, you can close the stream. Oh, you are just like sitting on a free channel on YouTube and giving me the order to change the background. I like that the confidence. Price went 30 pips in for fair. In profit, I placed SL at break even, then price hit break even. Yeah, great. Great management. Can I trade FOMC with $22 capital using 0.01? I would say withdraw this $22 and just like do some party, go get some meal or just like buy something else that will make you happy and will make more sense. I grabbed 20 pips for 15 minutes. Impulse entry, small green candle. It's went my favor 25 pips. I know counter trend. That's why I grabbed 20 pips. Great. You knew that it's just like a counter trade setup. So, and you were just like feeling scared. You just like grab 20 pips. Great. You are just like, you are above than those who just like did not grab a single chunk there. So, wow, great. How to contact Raja team regarding course, doubt, and buy? You just like if you just like go towards their free Discord, you will just like find a person, Mr. Chris. You just like need to tag him there, and he will just like provide you all the details there. Actually, you know what? You just like don't need to ask to anyone. Just like go to their official page, and you will just like get the details there as well. Sir, but my bank card is not working. Can you guide how can I proceed further? I don't know. You just like need to use your friend card or someone else card, or just like call to your bank and ask them to open your international transaction limits. This is something you can do if you are just like in a Pakistan. So how to contact Raja? Okay, I just like already explained. Just like go to Market Fluidity University official web page, and you just like going to be get the details, complete details. You can even email at hello at Market Fluidity University. Hello at marketfluidity.com, something like that. Yeah, I will just like going to confirm. But you just like going to get this email on their official website. You can email them, and if you just like having any question regarding your subscription or anything else, you can just like email them, and you will just like going to be get the reply against that email. Actually, it's easy. Okay, so I applied dynamic risk and took buy at the start of next 30 minute when 30-minute support candle which I close back on break even after not securing 25 pips. So I told you guys just like adopt the market. It's December. If you just like getting 20 pips, 25 pips, why not to take that one? Why you always just like waiting for 40, 50, 60, 70 pips? We are heading towards FOMC as well. Grab 15 pips, 20 pips, 25 pips. When market just like get clear and start showing clear volume there, then just like if you just like really wanted to hold on your trade, you can go with that one. But I just like continuously getting the message. People just like sending me. Market just like went in their favor 25 pips, 30 pips. They just did not secure that position, did not secure at least like 90%, 50%. Then market just like came back and hit their break even, or they just like hit their stop loss. So we are as a retail trader, we just like need to adopt the market. That's all we can do. Uh, yes. How many trades you win a month? Wow, George, how I can explain this one? It's depend on the structure. I don't know how many trades I just like won in a month, but I'm having like a profitability ratio of 55 to 60%, something like that. But I just like stick with the rule of 1 to 2 trade or 1 to 2% risk of the capital. So if I just like took 10 trades in a week, I just like suppose I just like won 6 trade and I just lose 4 trades there. But all 4 trades what I just like lose there, I just like do manage the risk there. So whatever I just like secure by managing the risk, it just like become one profitable trade for me. So forcefully I just like make my 50% profitability ratio towards like 60% or 60% profitability ratio, forcefully take it towards like a 70%. So it's all come with the risk management tool actually. So yeah, and profits are actually not accountable. So yeah, this is it. So previous 2 months I just like made this account 50% gain. Sometime we just like having like a 10%, 5%. So it's all depend on the structure we are facing. It's depend on the volume and on the and the conditions of the market as well. If we close same size candle like here, then we're starting a consolidation. It's just like already closed. We are in consolidation. 15 minute also close. Look at this one. 15 minute also close. See this? So and there's just like 10 to 12 minutes left for the opening of London session. So I would like to see how this can just like about to be closed. So it makes sense. Are you doing doing live for FOMC? No, I'm just like not gonna do any live. Even might be I'm just like not gonna trade during FOMC. Might I will just like not available that time. How to get magic keys with using your code, as the website don't show any option of using code. If you just like going to magic keys, how is it just like possible? Let me just like see. Okay, magic keys. Yeah, you just like jump here, click on buy now, and on a buy now, you just like need to put it add to cart. Okay, checkout. All right, here you see you can see a code QAS 2025. Apply. It's just like showing Pakistani amount here. Here you go. You just like go 25% off here. See this one? Before it was just like having like a 39,750 Pakistani rupee, and now it's just like you just like go to discount. Yeah, look at this one. It was before 53,000 rupees, and now it just like become 39,750. So yeah, here you go, man. How you cannot like get the discount code? It's not possible. Okay, so no volume yet. We have to wait something clear. Yeah, exactly. Just like waiting for this candle to be closed, and also we just like heading towards the opening of London session. So might be London session will bring something on the table. We'll see. Before that, we just like need some structure. I'm looking at this one. What I mean is the first two candles close same size, then we can say the consolidation is starting because of same size closure. Yeah, sometime. Yeah, because if it's just like going in one direction and market just like close with the same size of the candle, there's a problem. Like with the last live stream which I just like to talk about, the second last I remember, market just like going to close with the same size, and then we just like saw that market just like start doing consolidation. After that, if we can read that it's still like starting the consolidation. Now we just like need volume to broke through that consolidation area. So for that we just like need a breakout structure. Like suppose this current candle going to close above this resistance area. So with the opening of London, there's a probability we are having clean traffic tradable range on the left hand side. And at the same thing, if market is really going to broke below this area with the opening of London session, like the broke the consolidation area, and consolidation when it's just like gonna broke when when the volume just like going to hit the market. If there's just like no volume, then consolidation will never give you a breakout structure. So that's why it's like very important right now to wait 9 minutes to see how this candle is just like about to be closed. So then we can give our trade a chance. But if this candle again went up, rejected, and in the last few minutes it's just like rejected and closed back into the range, then we just like stuck in a consolidation. Okay, okay. I think 50-minute impulse entry in the trend loading. We'll see. Waiting for the candle to be closed. So right now, you know what? There's just like no trend going on. Why you guys just like looking for a trend? There's just like no trend going on. We just like doing consolidation. No trend just like going on right now, to be honest. Why you guys like forget this simple rule? If market just like continuously creating lower high, something like that, if it just like stop and start doing consolidation, it's mean there's just like no trend going on now. The trend just like stopped here. Now you just like need a breakout structure. If I cannot break out and close above this area, you can go for the buys. If you just like break below this area, you can go for the sell. Because right now We are just like doing consolidation, and there's just like no session trend going on. So forget about what just like happened here. It was just like a past. Don't get into overthinking. Keep your things in a simple way. uh, I saw two types of prices, that's why I confused. Okay, so gold will go sell, so no buys for today. Look on daily candle selling pressure. Okay, if you just like having a bias for sell, go ahead, don't take buys. So I saw two types of, okay, why you just, I saw two types price, that's why confused. On hoop show $97 and official website $138. The $138 is just like realistic. $97 are for those who just like already were in a Slack group, like they are just like the old members. And I don't know it's just like still activate or not, but you cannot go with $97. You can go with 138. And if you just like right now sitting on a YouTube channel, just go to description. You will see a link there of MFU. Go through that link. Use code QAS15, and you just like going to get 15% off on this $138, and this will become like $117. So you can secure 15% on it. So can we use your strategy to pass or fund account? Now that you trade daily, what are you doing? What? Can so man, what a question. Use I will say today use your common sense. That will make sense. Kasser, as a prop trader, is it good to keep one big candle, one big capital, okay, one big capital funding account and focus on that, or I should keep 5K, 10K, 2 to 3 funding accounts that we, what are you suggested? You know what? I will always tell you, just like always focus on one account. Once you just like pass this account, you can design something like that, a structure you can design. And if you just like a pro firm trader, which I just like do for myself many times. If I'm just like past one funded account and now it's just like standing at 2%, 3% in profit, so I will just like lock that account and never going to trade that account until I just like got profit from them. And till that time I will try to buy another pro from account and try to focus on that one. Once I just like got my profit from there, so then I will just like again try to come back to my funded account, try to again make 2 3% on it. Once again I just like try to like jump to the first account, and I just like made 3% again. I will just like log it and wait for the withdrawal to come in. And till that I will just like again going to jump to another account which I was just like passing. Then I just like there's a higher probability if you just like making some strategy like that, you might be become funded on 2 3 accounts and just like keep these things in the same way, but just like stick with one account. Okay, so yes, what I mean is the first two candles close same. Okay. What props do you use, Cass? In the past, I used all the prop from, but now I just like only stick with the F. Like in the past, I having funding of 100K of FTMO, Alpha Capital, or at the other company as well. Like almost like 4 funded account I was just like having, but now I just like only stick with the Dominion funding, because just like there's just like no other pro firm just like providing these kind of spreads and the latency actually. Zero latency and spread is just like same as it is what you just like going to be get on the Dominion market live account. And no other, believe me, no other firm just like offering that thing. I just like having a very huge experience with them. So no other pro firm just like offering like these kind of spread. And as a scalper, it actually impact on our trading if we just like having a higher spread, higher commission there. So yeah, now only Dominion funding, I would say. Do you use a trade copier? I never ever use trade copier. I always do trades manually. Yeah, bro, I was committed to Dominion, but the 1 minute hold time is deal breaker. You know what? This 1 minute hold time is just like implement everywhere. Even if you just like using any kind of top for pro firm, they also having the same rule. It doesn't mean that your every trade should be like must have a 1 minute holding. Your majority trade must have 1 minute holding. If there's just suppose you just like took 7 to 8 trades, and there are just like 5 to 6 trade where just like having like a 1 minute or 2 minute holding, and they're just like one or two trades which is like close within few seconds. It's just not going to be impact on your account. It's just like not gonna breach your account. Yeah. So just like understand this thing. So this M30 just like about to be closed in 2 minutes. We are heading towards like opening of London. Let me see here. H1, H1 just like close with a small body. I would like to see this candle to be closed like a strong bullish candle. But this candle, the current candle, one can see this current candle just like do not have a bottom wick. If the next candle create a wick and break above this high, yeah. But H1 just like going to be closed with a small body. In this situation, I just like need to depend on the volume actually. I really need to depend on the volume and on a higher time frame. I need to avoid 50-minute time frame, looking at 30-minute, looking at H1. Yeah, complicated. Exactly. I think so. It's just like might be doing consolidation for the whole session. The way it's just like going to be close. If it's just like going to be close with the same size, same within the range. So again, there's just like no trade. We just like need confirmation there. It's a consolidation happening. It's just like 1 minute left, and look at the rejection right now. It's just like coming back. Look at the 15-minute. Nothing on the chart. Yeah, just about 18 November and before their accounts were sweet. Okay, yes, consolidation session it could happen. Yeah, we'll see. Waiting right now. Just like waiting. Few seconds left for this 30-minute candle to be closed. Dominion funding is really hard to trade here. How it's hard like than other prop firm. Just like give me some kind of rule which is like show you some kind of hardness in it. Just like tell me one single rule, and that the other prop firm just like do not have that one. Just tell me one single rule. Okay, 30-minute just like close, but it's just like close almost like with the same size, because this thing, this minor difference could be appear due to spreads. It could be appear on due to spread. Different brokerage house might be show you some kind of no confirmation actually there. So there's just like no confirmation yet there for me. H1, I just like need to look at H1. We are entering into opening of London. H1 just like close with a small body. Yeah, I cannot take a buy here. I would like to see a candle to close above this high and break above this rejection wick. It makes sense to take a buy. But before that, I just like need a candle to be closed there. Okay, for how many years are you trading? It's been like 5 years. I'm this just like in this industry. Wow, just like pushing upside now. So if this candle going to break above this high, this could be the stop loss. But a candle just like do not have a bottom wick. Oh man, it's like a complicated. But on H1, if it's just like breaking above this high, there's a probability it could continuously pushing upside. 30-minute pushing upside, M15. But here is the situation. I just like need to take the decision. I just like not gonna take a forceful trade. Not going to be executed on this trade as a as getting into FOMO. If I just like miss this trade, that will be better. I'm just like not gonna execute on something where the previous candle just like closed within the range. Candle just like do not have a bottom wick, did not even created a wick, and it's just like still open. So just like need to wait here actually. And even H1, even H1, if you just like look at H1 just like having small body than the previous. Now it's just like break above the high. So there's a probability it could continuously pushing upside. Look at this one. This candle just like in a small body. Break above the high. But what's just like stopping me to not taking this trade? This candle do not have a bottom wick. It's just like don't have a bottom wick. If it just like created a wick And in that shape, if it's like going to break above this high, so might be I'm just like gonna give my trade a chance. So yeah, this is some kind of a complicated situation right now, but I cannot execute here. Not comfortable. If I'm just like not comfortable, I'm not gonna execute. Doesn't matter. I will just like take the pain of missing trade rather than to take a pain of a losing trade. Okay, so how much do you recommend as a risk on 5K funded in this December? 1%, not more than that. But with the minion, even if your SL get hit under 1 minute, then your payout cannot be executed. No, it's not like that. If there's no this kind of rule in Dominion funding, if your SL just like going to be hit in 1 minute, so it will breach your account. It's not gonna happen. It's you are just like on a wrong page. You don't have a proper information about it. You just like need to read all the facts and just like talk with their customer representative, and they will just like tell you there's just like no rule such kind of this. If a candle just if you just like lose a trade in 1 minute, so they will breach, that will be not included in that situation. uh, The worst thing is that they allow you to trade for 14 days, then in the end, they say that sorry, but no payout. So just like use your common sense. If you're just like doing some mistake, if you just like doing something there, why not to ask the team that I have just like done some mistake? You are a trader, you are a professional here. You are not just like a baby child. If you just like did some mistake, you can ask the team. If you just like feeling that I have just like done some mistake, might be they could breach my account. Why not to reach there? Why you just like continuously trading for 14 days? You think you are clever actually, more clever than the computers? Yeah, man. It's just like running on algorithm actually. Hey, Cass, is it safe to pay MFU through the GPay options on the Who page? Is showing GPay or whatever option you just like getting there. It's valid by MFU if it's just like taking you towards MFU. Yeah, brother, can I use Dominion market in Bangladesh? Yes. If you want to manage position, example, the pixel goes 20 pips, then it comes back in entry, you cannot manage position in to close 50% of your position because you will be flagged on 1 minute rule. I don't think so. I again telling you, Mr. Uh, Bashin Gashibadi, Raja bro always tell everyone to manage the risk in this way. He's just like not gonna implement this rule on the platform. Believe me, it's not gonna be implemented. If you just like in a trade, you are closing 50% position. You know what? If I'm just like using MT5, if I'm just like going to be close 50% position, that my position will still show in one position actually. And once I just like close my another position, it will show one trade. It will show one trade and will show you like when I just like started this trade and how much time I just like hold this one. So yeah, these people asking question like, are you are some support system? They don't even realize. Yeah, I'm not a support of Dominion funding. I just like explaining you because I'm already using that one. And if you trade his break even under 1 minute, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's something different. Your profitable trades actually. Why you just like talking about like losing trades, like you just like close trades at a break even? It's all about the 1 minute rule. All about is just like a prof. It's just like going to be implemented on a profitable trades. It's not going to be implemented on your break even rule or break even trade where you just like did not make any money, did not lose any money. It's just like not going to be implemented on your losing trade. It's just like going to be implemented on your, wow, look at the rejection now. Yeah. Dominion funding is not available in Dubai. Yeah, I think so. But you can discuss with the team. Might be that you can use a VPN. I don't know anything about it, to be honest. When it's valid to take without bottom wake after 4 5 minutes, it's okay. No, there should be some kind of strong volume. Look at this one. I did not take a buy here. If I just like executed a buy here, it just like went 7 8 pips in my favor. Now I just like need to manage the risk. It's just like going against me. I would like to see this candle to close actually. If this candle just like going to be closed somewhere here with a strong bullish candle, so then I can think about to give my trade a chance. Rather than that, I'm just like gonna stay away from it. Did you took any trades after ending the stream? Last day? No, I just like did not took any trade. I just like close the chart. Actually, there are some construction just like going on in my home. Like the labor just like doing some paint job on the walls. There are some kind of construction going on some bedroom. So yeah, I just like need to spend time there actually. So it's showing okay. I had some issues when requesting my payout. After some mails, they paid me out because of the 1 minute rule. Okay, so they just like paid you all after the 1 minute. You just like might be provide them data definitely. So they you just like got your payout. So गैस भाई ऐसा ही है यकीन करें चाहे आप खुद डोमिनियन फंडिंग से कंफर्म ओके cash bro, we are asking, but so-called risk management will tell only when we are requesting for a payout. Okay, I will just like discuss with the team again. So might be if they are just like two three people just like talking about this one, I will just like talk with them. I don't think so. It's gonna be implement, but if there's something like that, so yeah, we'll see that. The problem if the price moves 50 pips under 15 seconds, I have no other option but to close the position in Dominion funding. So you can close that. Is it how many times this thing happened that in your every trade just like went 50 pips in 15 seconds? How many times? If you just like took 10 trades, your 6, 7, 5 trades just like close within having a holding time more than 1 minute. And if you just like took two, three trades, which is like you close like within 15 seconds, it's just like not gonna implement. Just like chill, relax. Raja sir said that if a buy candle does not have a lower wick and it closes the upper wick, it grows the upper wick of previous candle, it means that there is a lot of buy pressure of volume in the market. Yeah, but this situation are something different. This is something different. But that was a closed candle, which is like do not have a bottom wick. It's mean it's having like a like suppose this candle is just like about to be closed in a bullish form without having a bottom wick. So then I will think about it. But where I'm just like gonna place my stop loss. If it's just like already extended, then I just like need to wait for new structure to be formed. It's still open. Did you remember how it just like rejected and come here? Like 40 pip rejection was were there in this candle. So I'm just like waiting for this candle to be closed. Not in a hurry. I just like need to see my structure should be printed on the charts. If I were trading alone and saw price pushing up like this at London Open, I'd honestly get confused and feel the urge to jump in the setup. Okay, boss. So now I think you just like got the confirmation. Now you just like got the information, got the knowledge about how to react to these kind of candles. Why don't ever try to force yourself for the execution. Don't chase the market. Let the market come to you. Wait for your structure to be formed there. Okay. 50% close. Consider two trades, not one. Okay. Hi bro, I have two Dominion funding accounts and I want to do copy trading, but there is no option on their website for doing copy trading, and support team says we allow but can't tell how to do it. Actually, copy trading you just like need to use softwares for them. For copy trading, there are just like different like a separate software you can use for copy trading. If copy trading allowed, you just like need to buy another software which allowed which connect your both accounts with each other. It's not a part of a funding company or any brokerage house. It's a different software you just like need to use for the both account, which will actually attach your both account with each other. Raja is in Dubai, company is in Dubai, but can't trade from Dubai. Then how did Raja is trading? What can't trade from Dubai? Who told you can't trade Dubai from Dominion markets? It's just like registered. Can you take a buy? And and I'm just like here for the education. I'm not here to. I'm not the customer support here. Man, just use your comments. And there's just like a proper team. We're just like having there. Just like go there, ask them. Can you take a buy using impulse entry 50-minute form resistance if the next candle breaks? You know what? Here, I was just like not like comfortable for the buys, I did not took a buy. See this one, because the reason was H1 just like close with small body. The next candle did not even create a bottom wick and just like break above the high. And you will, if you remember, it just like again rejected and come down, and then again just like pushing to the upside and break its own high. Now if I just like wanted to still, if I just like wanted to take a buy, you just like need to understand how much it's just like extended. Now it's just like move 100 pips, and even from the resistance area it just like move like more than 40-50 pips. So if we just like going to close somehow like this and next candle creator we can break above the highs to taking the buy there, it doesn't make sense because it's just like already overextended, or it's just like already moved. So we just like don't need to get into some kind of FOMO. Even you just like miss this trade, doesn't matter. Wait for the new structure to be formed. Let the market to create some resistance, break above the resistance, that makes sense to take a buy, to get a better stop loss. Because if you're just like going to be execute somewhere here, where you just like going to put your stop loss? 60 pips away, 65 pips far away from your execution. Does this make sense? I don't think so. Sometimes we just like need to use the common sense. Okay. Sir, are you doing this funded account or is it real money? It's real money. It's real money. It's real money. I think it's better to wait for the 30-minute candle to close above the consolidation due to rejection wicks left hand side. Yeah, let's see. But it's just like already moved from the resistance without giving us any kind of confirmation. Even this 30-minute do not have a bottom wick. London Open just like take it to the upside, but still it was just like I was just like not comfortable. You know what? Why I just like not comfortable? I would like to see this candle, the previous candle, should have to be close somehow like this above this resistance area. Then this will make me more confidence to take a buy somewhere here, even or by using a dynamic risk, or even somewhere here. Then I was just like going to avoid this rejection wick, because depending on the volume of London session, I was expecting it will continuously pushing upside. This was my idea, but this kind of just like close like nearby the resistance. This kind do not have a bottom wick, did not create a bottom wick, went up, break above the high, then come down, come at break even, then again push up, break above the high. So I'm just like not comfortable with this kind of structures actually. So I mostly stay away from it. And if it's just like going to be appear next time, I will going to be reacting the same way. I will never put it into my journal. I will never put it into my like a trading journal. Not going to be add it into my structures actually. If it's just like going to be appear same as it is in next time, I will react in the same way. Not going to execute, because I knew that these things most having less probability. With my experience, I saw it's just like having less probability. And if it's just like having less probability, that's mean if I'm just like going to attempt this the same thing for the 10 times, might be 6 7 times it's just like gonna give me loss, or 3 2 times it's just like went in my favor. So it's just like less having less probability for me actually. Okay, wow, look at this one. 60 pips away from resistance area, we have to wait for support to be formed. Exactly, resistance to be formed actually, not support and resistance don't both make sense. If it just like come down, create some support, give you confirmation candle, then it makes sense. Or if it just like create a resistance and break above the resistance, that also makes sense. Brother, I'm starting new challenge in dominion funding, so should I start the challenge now or wait go the holidays and then yes to complete and then start on at January 15th? It's all your decision, bro. But you just like need to also understand how to fight with December, how to like risk manage it. Just like try to grab 15-20 pips. It's easy to grab like 15-20 pips even you are sitting with December. It doesn't mean that you're just like not going to get anything. It could be volatile, but as a professional trader, and if you just like really wanted to go with this journey, we just like need to read all kind of structures, all kind of market conditions, so we can adopt it, we can understand it, we can make it in our, we can push put it into our journal how December actually reacted and how we can still win something even we are in a December. So after that there will be no month we just like going to be faced which like can irritate us. There's just like nothing. If you can read the candles, if you can read the structure, if you can read the volume, then doesn't matter it's a December or January or it's a whatever. So I spoke the pro firm, they accepted it, and I'm closing the account, and they are paying for me. Yeah, that makes sense. That totally your decision, Manathesh, bro. It's just like totally your decision. So I would say then just like do back test. If you just like do not wanted to take trades, do not wanted to trade during the December, then this is the best time to learn your structure actually. Stick with your structure, I would say. Just back test your structure and then and see how it's just like giving you the edge actually. So it's the best month to learn or get proper grip on your structure. Okay, so it's a learning month actually. Sir, it's better to wait for the 30-minute candle to close above the consolidation due to rejection wicks left hand side. No, it's just like already moved almost 50, 60 pips from the resistance area. We cannot like now execute. We just like need new structure to be formed. Just like need new structure to be formed actually. Nothing for me on the chart. It's just like move. I would say if I just like executed here and market just like went in my favor, I will never claim this that I just like make some money here. I will be feel lucky that it just like went in my favor because there was just like no confirmation from me. So I don't believe luck. I just like need some kind of like if I just like going to be click this buy or sell button, I need some logic behind that. I just like need some data behind that. And once I just like executed there, still it's a probability as a retail trader. So I'm just like gonna manage the risk. If everything just like in my favor and still it just like never went in my favor, I will manage the risk because I cannot predict the market. I'm not a market maker. I'm a retail trader. You told me once that use volume as a weapon in the market, but with good healthy structure, I implemented that, and it gives me a lot of confidence in the market. Thank you, bye, welcome, welcome. Really appreciate it. See, if you just like follow the footstep, who just like doing good than you, then you just like gonna get good results as well. Bro, please explain 1 hour impulse buy fail. Talking about 1 hour long bottom wick candle. Which one? First one, second one, or third one? I don't know what H1 time frame you just like talking about. Can you speak about your trading journey? I'm just like not in a mood to be honest. It's a long journey, but such a beautiful journey I have just like passed actually. How about we wait for a retest on the resistance? How about we wait for the retest on the resistance and enter when 5 minute time frame reject the resistance area? We never use 5 minute time frame. We stick with 30-minute time frame. And if 30 minutes just like start printing like more than 40, 50, 60 pip, then we just like look at 50 minute. Rather than that, we just like only stick with the 30 minute because 30 minutes is like more stronger than the 15 minute or 5 minute. So 5 minutes just we just like use 5 minutes very rarely. If there's some kind of news, if there's just some kind of a huge volume, even the 50 minute just like printing 60, 70 pips or 100 pips, then might be we just like look at 5 minutes. But rather than that, most of the time, 99.9% we stick with the 30 minute or 15 minutes. Morning, Cass. Morning. Question: We didn't. Why didn't you take a buy at around 41.78? 41.78. Where? This one? There was just like no confirmation for me. Even if you just like wanted to take me to a buy here, look at the 30 minutes just like doing consolidation. There was just like no confirmation. Even this candle, where you just like want me to take a buy, the rejection wick is just like bigger than the body. So who knows that it will continuously pushing up? Say no confirmation for me. No confirmation for me. I will never try ever to chase the market. This is something I got in 5 years. Don't try to chase the market. Let the market come to you. If you're just like going to print my structure, I just like gonna execute on that one. If my structure not gonna work out, I'm just like gonna manage the risk. I just like keep the simple rules for trading. You know what? In 5 years of experience, I just like learn this thing. Always keep your things simple. That's why we just like never use any kind of indicator, because if by using indicator someone can make money, why then 95% people just like fail in in this industry? Why everyone just like, why not they're just like using 3 to 4 indicators and continuously taking or making money there? Why the people just like fail in this industry? So these all things like trend line is just like a subjective for me. These all things like indicators, all the things, it's just like a distraction of the mind in my perspective. I don't talk about anyone else. Everyone just like having their own perspective. I just like do respect everyone, but in my perspective it's just like useless. If I can read the candle, if I can predict that, or if I can see that where market is like going in the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, so I know I can feel that I will become profitable. That will be enough for me. uh, would you enter for a sell when resistance is formed with M15? No way. Why I just like need to take a sell? Look at this one. I just like need to wait for this 30-minute candle to be closed. I just like wanted to see how it's just like about to be closed actually. H4 pushing upside. H1, yeah, 30 still open, M15 closed. It's just like going to be create some kind of a resistance here. So let's see. Sir, what about the 30-minute candle? It looks like it closed above the bodies of previous candle. Can we consider that 30 minute? Really? This one? You know what? If you just like find out some kind of a breakout like with a minor difference, like 2 pips, 3 pips, it could be happen during the spreads actually of different brokerages. Let me just explain you this one thing. So you guys can see here market just like closed above this area. Am I right? So for your information, see this candle just like closed above this candle. It's just like showing you it's just like close above this area. But let me show you. This is Oanda chart. Okay. This is a Oanda chart. So now tell me, is it still close above the resistance area? Or is it with the same size of the previous candle? So the minor difference, if you just like watch any minor difference, that could be happen like due to spreads on the different brokerage houses. So just relax, just chill. You can have a lot of knowledge with you to understand the concepts there. So see, I use a second brokerage house. I just like watch it. So it's just like did not close above the previous. It's just like doing consolidation. So if this candle went up, I just like don't need to worry about why. I just like need to forcefully looking at and try to finding something forcefully that there should be a trade. There were no trade. I already explained that if this thing going to be happen again, I'm not going to be execute on this trade again. I will stick with my rule. So minor difference could be appear due to different spread on different brokerage houses. Dominion market having less spread, so it just like close up a minor upside. Like this Wanda having higher spread, it just like close with the same size. So I will just like consider it as a same size, like a same size. Not gonna execute here. Doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I think it just like get many people confusion here actually. Yeah. If I open my international transaction for MFU, so would it affect my bank account like account? Whoa, no way. No, no, no. It's something you just like buying an international product. It's just like not gonna freeze your account. You just like getting a you can like order something like from other website as well. Does this does ever that freeze your account? Then why MFU just like going to be freeze your account? It's not gonna happen. Sir, why Raja bro don't doing live stream? Because he's just like doing working on something else. He's just like bringing something big on a table actually. Bro, first one are which have long wick below. So what about 1 hour wick below? You talking about the another after closing that candle which is like close with this long rejection wick and close with in a bullish form. And if you just like took a buy on the next candle, I already explained that you can rewatch the stream again. I explained it twice. In the past, we entered similar structure on London Open, saying that we rely on volume did not matter, that there is no lower wick. Oh man, man, oh man. Okay, you guys just like no, it was just like not the same structure which you are talking about. Those things are different. Those movements are different. Those closing were different. Those structure were different actually. So, hi, how are you? I'm good. This month is so different. Most of the entries do not work even with the right structure. Yeah, it's a December. Welcome to the December. December always react like that. So adopt that structure, adopt this month. If it's just like not giving you 40, 50 pip move, try to grab 15, 20 pips. Still, you will just like going to be get something in your pocket. Yeah, moments are different. Uh, Guys tell them in the past, no was December and time were different. Yeah, exactly. What we should tell them, they will learn. If you just like continuously attempting the stream, they will just like start learning actually. So no need to worry about. What's our plan now for 30-minute closing above the range? And also please comment not having a bottom wick means in this scenario. So 30 minutes just like about to be closed. We just like do not have a bottom. It's just still there's just like 1 minute left. Just like wait for this candle to be closed. And look at that 15-minute how just like about to be closed and rejecting right now. So just like waiting right now. If there's 30 minutes just like I would say going to be closed with a long rejection with a small body, still it's just like not a good comfortable structure because 15 minutes just like start rejecting and continuously pushing downside, just like waiting for this candle to be closed. And if it just like come down, create some support, give some confirmation candle, so there's a probability it could continue pushing upside. That makes sense. And also, we could face like tomorrow, high probability we could face volatility because we are heading towards FOMC and everyone just like waiting for the FOMC of this 10th of December because they're just like gonna decrease the interest rate. They could be like balance the interest rate, so it's just like gonna impact the market. So consolidation expected. If the 50-minute candle close bearish and resistance forms, and the next candle breaks resistance and the previous candle high after forming lower wick, I think it could be a good impulse entry in trend. Yeah, that makes sense. You know what? Yeah, that makes sense. So let me just like look at this one. 30 minutes just like close. Now this 30 minutes just like do not have a bottom wick. H1 just like still open. M30, M15 but close in a bearish form. So it makes sense actually. If you just like going to break above this high, we are having now we just like need to readjust the zones. Here is the resistance we are having now, new resistance, just like form. Where is this? Where this gone actually? This is the new resistance I have just like got here. Okay, this is the support, but I would say, yeah, this support makes sense. This is the range we are having actually. You know what? So now if we just like going to break above this high, so there's a probability we could give our trade a chance. We're still having a range of, we are still having a range of how much? It's like a 50 pip range. Now just like created a resistance. 30 minutes just do not have a bottom wick, healthy body. 50 minutes just like created a proper structure. If this 50 minute going to break above this high, this makes sense. As an impulse entry, stop loss could be somewhere here 30 pips. Because if this current candle going to break above this high, there's no business of this candle to come back or break its own low, something like that. So let's see. Or in the other option, now we are having a structure just like form there. So if this candle is just like going to create a wick and close somehow like this, next candle create a wick and break above this high. So this is the probability it will continuously pushing upside. This also makes sense. Now this is something I wanted to see on the chart. For impulse entry breaking above this high, stop loss somewhere here, and target is just like 50 pips. Can I grab 20, 25 pips out of it? That makes sense. So just like waiting right now, H1 just like still open. Do not have a bottom wick, man. This is something I'm worried about. But let's see. Let's see. We just like pushing upside. Just waiting. I'm just like waiting. Thanks for the free noise, sir. 100% love you more for the sake of Allah. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Would you take an impulse entry on current candle 15 minutes? Makes sense. You know what? Makes sense. 30 minutes do not have a bottom wick. Now the 30 minutes just like closed. It's a sign of a strong bullish momentum. So then, and now this candle also having a bottom wick, which I was just like expecting here. So now it's just like having a bottom wick as well if it's like going to break above the high. So this is something I can give my trade a chance for the probability that it will continuously pushing upside. Still, if it's just like never worked out, come down. I just like need to manage the risk. But now I can see something clear, clear than this one, clear than this one, clear than this one. So giving my trade a chance here is more better than to take a trade somewhere here. So yeah, just like waiting. But you know what? What I'm just like worried about these days, especially on a December, I try to avoid 50 minutes. I really wanted to stick with the 30 minute actually. 30 minute having more good confirmation. So 50 minute could be betrayed me easily because if there's just like a less volume, so it's mean it's a less confirmation there. So let's see how this candle is just like about to be closed or breaking above the high, something like that. So right now I'm just like waiting for this candle. But if I just feel like some kind of scary, or if I'm just like feeling some kind of risky, even there's just like a proper structure form there, and then how I can become a part of my trade? Can anyone explain? If I feel something risky, but still I just like got my structure there, but I'm feeling a little risky, a little doubt there, what I could do and what I should do. Anyone can answer that? Lower the load size. Yeah, just lower the load size and be a part of your plan and build your confidence. Definitely you're still gonna get something. What about the selling M15 low? No way. So if the candlestick break the previous low, are sales valid on 15 minute? I don't think so. For that, I just like would like to see a candle should have to be, you know what, right now session trend is just like bullish. Again, keep your thing simple. Wow, look at this one, it's just like rejecting. Wow, did you see that rejection? Did you see that rejection? Did you see that rejection? Oh man. Once it's just like going to break above the high, I think so higher probability gonna continue pushing to the upside. Sell doesn't make sense. Sell doesn't make sense until we just like got some kind of a support and break below the support. That makes sense. It's still bullish. We are in a bullish trend. We just like got a breakout structure above the 30 minute now. So if this current candle breaking above this high, I'm just like gonna execute. If a bullish candle has no bottom wick, then it means very strong volume, bullish momentum. Yeah, exactly. Impulse, if the candle break and close above the resistance, we have to wait for wick up. Yes, let's see if it's just like already created a wick. If it's just like going to break above this high, the execution will be executed there. That makes sense. 30 minute still open. M15 created a resistance. We are having a structure above this area, clean traffic on the left hand side. It just like already moved almost like how much is it like moved before? It just like move 100 pips and then it just like created a resistance. So we just like got one structure here, H1. What is H1? H1 still open. H1 still open. So just like looking at this one, I am just like do not want to blink my eye and miss this move. Yeah. Impulse, if the candle break and close above the resistance, we have to wait for the wake up. We just like need to wait for this candle to break above this high. That's it. That's all I just like need here. And if it's just like not gonna work out, I just like need to manage the risk. But this is some kind of 50 pip range, so can I grab 25, 20 pips, something like that? That should be the target. And if you just like getting scared, you can lower the load size. But it's like more far better than this execution before which I just like which I just like saw before. So yeah, probability, probability, man, probability. You know what? I think I might gonna miss this move. I don't want to be get slipped. This is something I'm worried about. I just like don't want to be slipped. So I think so. Manual trading will make sense. Hmm. Okay. Manual trading makes sense. Might be with the buy stop I got some slippage there. Okay. Yeah. Just like wanted to see. You know what? In this situation, I would like to see this ask and bid price. You can you see guys these both lines? These are the spreads actually. These lines are connected with the spreads. So I just like would like to see these both lines to cross this area. This is something very minor but very important sometime. So you know what? Sometime what happened? One line just like cross this area, and one line just like below this area. So it doesn't mean it broke this area. Once this both line broke this rejection area, so now it's the price actually break above the previous candle high. So in this situation, I would like to see this ask and bid price to cross this rejection wick on the left hand side. Just like waiting right now. There's just like 6 minutes left for this 15-minute candle to be closed. Okay, man, 6 minutes left exactly. But I'm looking at this one. You know what? 5 minute left. Yes, still 5 minutes. If it's just like break above this high, I'm gonna execute. The way it just like rejected from this here, from here with the strong rejection, I can see some kind of buyer potential in it. H4. Hmm, yeah. H1 30. It's just waiting. I think there's just like 4 to 5 minutes left for this candle to be closed. If there's just like a few minutes, like 1 to 3 minutes left for the candle to be closed, so I think so it would be better to wait for this candle to be closed above the resistance. That makes sense. Yeah, man, just like trading is is really something like to watching a paint to dry actually, and just like watching. And there's just like more than almost like 200 people just like watching on the YouTube, and I'm just like having 66 likes. Wow. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna give you guys signal now. I'm just like gonna close this stream. I need 100 likes at least. Before execution, I if I just like get 100 likes, then I will tell you where I'm just like going to be execute. Otherwise, I will just like going to stop this stream. Wow, 83. Suddenly it just like jump from 60 to 83. 100 likes. There's just like more than 190 people just like watching, and I just like need 100 likes. Just seven. Oh, 93. Wow. Jumping from 60 to 93, and seven more likes, seven more likes, and here we go, 97. Wow, three more likes. People were just like sleeping on YouTube. Now they just like get activated. Wow, great. 101. What a number. 101. And we just like gonna execute somewhere here and expecting it to continue pushing upside. And there's just like 3 minutes left for the candle to be closed. And you know what? Even in the last minute, if it's like break above this high, I don't know. My gut feeling just like telling me that just like execute. It's the opening. It's the London session going on. We just like having a 30-minute time frame candle. We just like do not have a bottom wick. We have a proper because it's just like already moved a lot, but on a smaller time frame, on a 50-minute time frame, we having a resistance. We just like got a proper structure formed here. So if this candle going to break above this high, there's a higher probability it could continuously pushing upside. Yeah. So I think 30-minute will be impulse entry trend. Yeah, let's see. Sir, give them dhamki as soon as you go live. Wow, I just like rose 120 likes. Very nice. Really, really appreciate it, and really appreciate the love you guys just like shown. Why you just like did not show this love before 1 hour? Guys are late. सर जैसे आप एग्जीक्यूट करने लगो तो ऐड वाला बटन कर देना हो हाँ ये भी अच्छा है I forget. Oh, it's just like breaking above the high now. Just ask and bid price. Ask and bid price. I just like need to see ask and bid price. Uh, Ask and bid price. Okay, here we go. I executed a buy stop loss somewhere here, 33 pips. So now you know what? If this candle just like come down, if this candle just like come down, like 50% retraced, so I'm just like gonna close my 50% position. And if it just like went in my favor, like 20 to yeah 20 pips, 17 20 pips, I'm just like gonna close my 80% position there and bring my stop loss at break even. 10 pips right now just like running in our favor. 10 pips. Wow, great. What a push. Come on, 20 pips. Where are you? Come on, come on, come on. 13, 17, 13, 13. Can I get 20 pips? Can I get, you know what? Can I get 20 pips? It's just like rejecting. Come on, give me one push more. Come on, we are in. Volume, just jump in because there's just like 200 people just jump into this trade. I need volume here. I need volume here. It should not be come back into the range now. Now you know what? Risk management become different now. If this cannot just like come back somewhere here, I'm just like gonna close my 50% position. So this is something going to be implement in this situation. I would like to see it to continuously pushing upside, and I wanted to close my 80% position at 15, 20, 15, 15, 15, 15. Okay, 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 okay. And it just like closed with no upper wick. I just like need to close my here. I just like close my 80% position at 17 pips. You know what? Why? Bro, can I just like don't have upper wick. So I just like need to take action on it. I cannot attach my emotions. I cannot attach my emotion with it. I just like need to be realistic. It's just like talking with me. Candles are just like talking with me. It's just like do not have a upper wick. Now this candle should have to be create a wick and continuously pushing upside if there's just like a lot of volume, because now the candle just like telling me I'm having a 50% chance I will go in your favor. So I would like to see this candle to create a wick and continuously pushing upside, and that will be my extra bonus. And if it just like come back and hit my break even, I'm not gonna lose a single penny from my pocket because I got 17 pips in December. Still, I just like grab some chunks. It's extra money. It's the extra money. If it's just like continuously pushing upside, that will be great. It's the extra money for me. So, wow, great, great. It's just such like a great now. It's great now. So how I just like become a stressful person right now because I close my 80% position at 1817 pips and bring my stop loss at break even. It's a free trade. I already grab some chunks, put some chunks in my pocket. This is what I do always. Always wait for my turn. Someone just like got $3 profit. Oh yaar, किधर से हो? Pakistan से हो? $3 means you can buy a McDonald deal. It's more than enough. So can we consider why are bullish when the H4 and daily bearish? Here we are. This is when the best scalper come in. When everyone just like thinking about the daily bullish H4 bullish, we just like going with 50-minute, 30-minute time frame and making some money. Bro, you are too good. Thank you so much. Why are you bullish when the 4 hour and daily bearish? Because I just like I saw some kind of confirmation on the lower time frame, waiting for my structure to be formed. It's just like form, I grab 17 pips, so that's it. Why are you bullish when the 4 hour? Okay, why are you asking the same question? Uh, did a whole commentary of the trade. Hmm. Yes. So trade secure. Well, wow, drop very nice. Oh, trade secure. We'll see what happened. Yes. Did you use one lot or 0.10? 0.10. It's not a 10. One lot. Oh, did I use 10 lot? No, I just like use 10. Close full. Okay, that's great. Deep. Congratulations. Congratulations, Steve. Guess who is the best gas? Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Why are you so obsessed with McDonald's? Because I think so. McDonald's just like cheap. You're gonna get cheap burgers there. So might be someone just like make $3. What I should like suggest them? What you want me to suggest them some kind of continental hotel? So McDonald's suits with the $3, but still it's a money. Many people around the world cannot even afford this $3 meal actually. So just let respect the money. Doesn't matter how much it is. If someone just like can make $3 one day, he can easily can make like 30, 300, 30,000, 300K. If someone can make even $1, they can make a thousands of dollars as well, because the things will be the same, structures will be the same. All you need, you just like need to increase the load size. Man, this was just like a waiting whole moment. So you know what? Raja bro just like bought his first Ferrari actually by just like grabbing 10 to 15 pips, but he was just like using 100 loads. So understand the power of 15 20 pips. What you are just like getting today with the proper confirmations. Suppose I executed with the 100 loads and I grab like 17 pips, then it could be like a $17,000. The structure will be remain same. It will react in the same way. It will not going to be change its shape. Wow, look at this one. We just like manage the risk here. Candle just like do not have a upper wick. Close over position like 90%. So if I just like ask yourself, if I just like never gonna close my position somewhere here, if I just like never secure some money here, what I'm gonna get now? Now it's just like a break even. Might be I'm just like going to be hold more, and if it's who knows that if it could continuously pushing downside, so it will become, it will make your blue panel into red panel. Now here's the thing, when your psychology will start getting into panic condition. So be realistic with the thing, you are not a market maker, you are a retail trader. No one else on the live streams, no one else around the social media will continuously telling you you are a retail trader. So be realistic with the thing. Even we are having like a clean traffic on the left hand side. I was having a plan to grab 20-25 pips, but this can just like close with no upper wick. What I could do? It just like have no upper wick, 50-50% probability. So I just like need to secure some position. Doesn't matter if now it's just like rejecting from this area and continuously pushing upside. Doesn't matter. But what is just like did now? It's just like taking you into drawdown right now. See this one? So whoever just like get greedy in this industry, they just like gonna cry, to be honest. At the end of the day, they just like going to be laid down on their bed and will think about this trade. Why I just like did not secure some position there? I was just like in a profits. If I just like secure my position, I could be done with my day. So see, YouTube, you guys just like hit more than 100 likes, and I just like give you one signal here and grab some chunks. Okay, so now you know what? Let's see how quickly people just like gonna leave the stream. Now suddenly I drop from 210 people, from 210 people towards like 160 people within within 5 minutes. This is the reality of the industry. They came here for the actually signal. They just like make some money. Now they will just like going to be look towards like another stream, and they will just like going to do this thing for the whole day. And what the result they're going to be get in the end, they just like not gonna have anything with in their hands. Yeah. Oh, what happened here? Learn patience in taking trade from you. Yeah, patience is a key actually. You know what? Patience is a key. Oh man, something happened here. Uh, oh man, just give me 1 minute. I think something happened. Okay. Yeah, it's working fine now. सर अगर 50 मिनट कैंडल अपर वीक के साथ क्लोज होती तो क्या हम इस ट्रेड को या डेफिनेटली इफ दिस कैंडल जस्ट लाइक गोइंग टू बी क्लोज विद द wick like this, then definitely I will hold this trade for a little more longer. Then I'm just like not gonna manage this. Yes, I will not gonna manage this one then, because this candle just like close with no upper wick, so I just like need to manage it actually. But why not to manage it in profit? Why to lose some money there? So that's why I just like manage it. But if this candle just like close somehow in this shape, like the way it just like rejected and close somehow like this, then definitely I will wait for the candle to create a wick and break above the high to grab some chunks, some at least somewhere like 25, 30 pips, something like that. But now as it's just like close with no upper wick, so I just like need to manage it. But still you can see something, you can see something. I manage it, but I just like did not close my 100% position here. I close my 80% position here and bring my stop loss at break even. So if it's just like continuously pushing upside, so that will be my extra bonus. If it just like come down, hit my break even, I'm not gonna lose anything from my own pocket. So just like understand the complete risk management thing which I have just like done here. So yeah, this is like a lot of things you just like gonna learn every day actually. You know what? So YouTube people just like drop from 220 people to 147. Wow. 60 people almost like leave the stream. Guess is the best. Thank you so much. 30 pips done. Thanks. Wow, very nice. Very nice. Sir, with dynamic risk, I think executing on M30 was also with the dynamic risk. Don't think so, bro. 30 minutes. It does actually. If it was like connected with the 50-minute support, then it makes sense to me to take a buy somewhere here as a dynamic risk. But 50 minutes is like close with a healthy body. Look at this one. So it will be better to wait for to break above this high. So 30-minute, 15-minute H1 all time frame will support these things with each other. So this makes sense. Those people come for signal, not for getting that. Yeah, that's why they just like not gonna stand at their own feet ever in their life. They always just like going to be dependent on someone else. What happen if I just like die? And they're just like only tempting my stream for the signal. Then what they will do? Then they will try to find some other castle. Why are not you trading during the New York session? Sometime I do, but not mostly. Tomorrow, I think so. Yeah, tomorrow is just like Wednesday, and I remember Raja Bro just like texting me that he just like gonna stream tomorrow. Might be. He's just like gonna do the stream for London, and tomorrow I will come. Sorry, tomorrow I will come during the NY session actually. Don't say that, sir. I still have to learn so much from you. Yeah, until I die, I'm just like not gonna stop. Don't worry. I'm not gonna die soon. It's just like words I said. Don't take it seriously. Okay, so after 50-minute high break, can try another time. Means this one? You just like wanted to give your trade another chance? I don't think so. Look at the time. 2 minutes left for this candle to be close. Seems I just like gave the example. You just like taking it serious. I just like gave the example. Why just like need to die? Why just like wanted to spend this money which is just like making from the floor? This is the time to spend the money now. So at the time you want me to die? No way. I just like want to enjoy my life. Can we? Okay, so second entry, no. Second entry, no, 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 no. I'm not comfortable with this one. It's just like let extended now. Look at this one. Move 35 pips far away from the support area. 30-minute also extended. H1 also about to be close. Don't have a bottom wick. Still, you can see we are having a range, but I don't want it to take a buy here because now it's a middle of the range. It's not something you executing from nearby the resistance. It's a middle of the range. Might be just like went to 5 6 7 pips in your favor can be rejected from that area. So it become risky now again. The same thing where I just like did not execute it here. I executed here with a confirmation with a volume probability that it will go in my favor. So it just like went in my favor. Whatever I just like wanted, it just like changed a little shape by not having an upper wick. But I just like manage the risk there. So yeah. Uh, if they are watching your stream only for signal, they are done for it because you always give pure gold education on gold and it feels illegal watching it for free. Yeah, so pay me, bro. You can pay me $1,000. So I'm just like heading off now. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow might be I think so 2 a.m. Eastern. Raja bro will do the stream. Again, this candle is like close with no upper wick. Even H1 also close with no upper wick and also don't have a bottom wick. Wow, strong bullish candle. 30-minute do not have a upper wick, so become risky one. So I'm just like heading off now. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Might be during the NY session, 8 a.m. Eastern, something like that. So till that, be safe, be careful. Always wait for the proper structure to be formed. If you just like wait, you just like gonna pay. If you wait, you just like gonna pay. This is the rule of this industry. Patience is the key. The trick is just like patience. So if you just like go to your edge, you just like go to your structure, you just like have a proper grip on your things, or you need to wait for the structure to be formed. Just like need patience in yourself. Build patience and get proper grip on your risk management, your structure, then nothing can beat you. This market will never ever can take money from your pockets. Believe me. So take care everyone. Till that, be safe, stay blessed, and bye bye.